Bergson, the philosopher who was worldwide famous and then kind of got a little bit discredited as a little new agey but this is the 18th century. So, but how do you do? I guess you can be new agey in the 18th century. Anyway, he influenced Proust significantly. So Bergson, wanted to. One of his aims was to try to get the feeling of how the context we're in is, in effect, part of our body. And it became part of Proust's sense of involuntary memory, things he had no mentally conscious access to, but in certain circumstances, these images appeared. And for me, it's almost like the Alaya Vijnana is a Klein bottle surface. The Klein bottle is a single surface. It's a bottle, four-dimensional, and you can even put liquid in it if you're careful. But it's a one-dimensional surface. So any place you touch it is connected with all the other places. Well, my own experience is that something like that is happening with memories that you know, experiences that you notice but don't think about. How do you make your body, or how do you find your location, which we call the body, a location in which there's a feeling of locationness and a you-ness that works in the location, that it's not exactly the same sense of self that when we talk about the identity stream. This is a location in which whatever agency is, agency begins to relate to the situation. You find the continuous experience of context is your body. You experience the momentariness of the world within a context, within a niche, within the field of a context. If I say stop at the red light, yeah, you're driving along, you come to a red light and you stop at the red light. That's an instruction. If I say appear at the red light, then you don't know quite what to do. Maybe it's a treasure hunt and you appear at the red light and you stand there for a while and then you notice, oh, there's something over there that I hadn't noticed before, and that starts leading you toward the treasure. And what could it mean to appear at the red light? So much of Buddhist instruction is like that. It's, it may actually take an ordinary statement and shift it slightly so the ordinary statement draws you in, and then, well, do I stop at the red? Do I appear at the red light? So if I, let's say, when your back is itchy, use a back scratcher. Okay, that's an instruction. But if I actually use a back scratcher, my back tells me where to scratch. The instruction to use a back scratcher is one thing, but it's the body which tells me, oh, no, this is better. So I can't instruct you to do that. Your body instructs you. Oh, Oh, yes, now this is good. Oh, it is good, actually. So how to listen to your bodies? Your body? No, the body. Sometimes it's your body, sometimes it's the body's location. So how do you know that body of appearance or kind of fluidity of presence? I've often said to pause for the particular. Now this is standard Chinese, Tang, Sung Dynasty use of language as enactment. Not description, but enactment. So you don't just act, you enact. Because, you do just act, you go, you tie your shoes or whatever you do. But enactment is the feeling that among the various at each moment, if we live in a relational field, the field is a field of potentialities. Now, let's use the Go chess again. Go is a game that two people collaborate more than compete with. Go is a game where you begin to feel the possibilities of the 91 intersection grid, and you feel the possibilities. You can't think it, So you develop, a Go player develops a feel for the potentialities of the 91 grid board. Okay, this is a kind of intelligence. But you can't exactly teach it. You can't go to college and take a course in, I want to take a course in basic feeling the potentialities of the field. What field? Any field. So in this situation, right in this room, there are potentialities. In the way I'm talking about the body is a way to develop the potentialities which know a field of potentialities. So the best Go players, they just see a field of potentialities. Well, if I put that stone there, or I put this there. Now we're talking really about what is meant by absence presence, simultaneous absence presence. I like the word nowhere and now here. So know here and now where is the same word. It just depends where you put the emphasis. So nowhere and now here are a little like the word moo. Does a dog have a Buddha nature? Nowhere, now here, not here. No. Moo, it means both presence and absence. So it's taken to be both yes and no. You could make a neon sign which flashed nowhere, now here, nowhere, now here, nowhere, now here. And it would be there's some kind of truth. Yeah. So to pause for the particular, if you have that feeling, you begin to notice the field of particularities. Maybe they're also potentials. The field of particularities, to pause. So which particularities do you choose to pause for? You can't pause for every particularity or you'd never walk a step. So you let the body make the decision of which particulars you pause for. And then in effect, you're studying which particulars your attentional field, your sensorial field pauses for. Then I added pause for the pause itself. So then you're now, if you're paying attention and really using these phrases, you're now pausing for the need to pause. And what does the need to pause? What appearance or how does the need to pause appear? And then you begin to notice as you're doing it, the need to pause is also affected by your zazen. So again, you're in a DPS, a Dharma positioning system, where you're kind of like sensing the Dharma by just using a phrase like this. And from the point of view of a yogic realizational practice, those are two different bodies. Now, I'd also say, now maybe we could have a third pause wado, which could be to pause for incubation, an incubatory pause. So there's some pauses you don't want to incubate that pause, okay. But some pauses, you feel something starts flowing in the pause. That's what I would call, trying to use English, an incubatory pause. Now, the incubatory pause, I find, leads us more into the depth and immersion of the context which flows into the body, and the body flows into the context. Again, coded in Buddhism just as the word nonduality. But just to explore the word, non-duality, but actually to feel non-duality.